The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard.
To throw.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Yellow, go!
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The man in motion is Brown. Second and 11. This is caught by Hawkins. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give left side for Pierce. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to the ground with Pierce. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Let's go now.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In motion left comes Brown. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Handoff left side, Pierce.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now back to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll run on first down. Buckley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Paulson and Debo up to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. is called down near the goal line. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
To the left side, there's Mayer.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd down now. Buckley. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline can talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now they'll change things up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll set up a throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Up the middle they go. Buckling. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to push his way through. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Second and 1. Caught by Mayer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this, Charles, is a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Off to the races. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! from 10 yards out. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready up. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. It looks like they'll move things around here.
Red, cycle. Black ultra. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Here we go.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Pushing through the contact. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taylor now from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
For the defense there, they force him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Blue striker. Yellow. Edo blue. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks in the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible too.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans 5. 76 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to run his guys to an overtime victory. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Jaguars, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home.